Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the Sega Mega Drive. I am One Welsh Sheep yet again, and today we're gonna be taking on Sandopolis Zone, the most tedious and long level of the game. But is it a bad level? Now that's the question. And my answer to that is, no, it does its job. I honestly love the level design and I love the music of the stage. Which is rare because I normally I'm extremely against desert levels. Unless it's like in like an open world adventure game like Zelda or something. I usually despise adventure stages and platformers, but adventure stages and desert stages and platformers, what the hell am I saying? But this stage is extremely well done, it has fantastic music. My only complaint is it does outstay its welcome. Now for the first part of this zone, you're going to be seeing a lot of sand. I just realised what I just said. You're going to be seeing a lot of sand regardless of what section of the zone you're on. Oh, for Christ's sake. You're going to see a lot of sand falls, that's what I meant to say. And basically the sand falls will either rise up or rise down or other sort of things, and you're meant to ride the actual sand to get to different areas. Sometimes you have to ride the sand horizontally to get to an area to the left or right of you. I don't know why I made that sound so dramatic. And other times you need to ride the sand directly downwards to get to its platform that's underneath you, like by here for instance. And oh my god, this is now Hypersonic. Now Supersonic's abilities like invulnerability, 1 ring a second going down, is still present in Hypersonic. The difference is, however, Hypersonic will be able to wipe out every enemy on screen with one attack just by double tapping the jump button. And also if you double tap the jump button, you'll also be able to do a super hyper dash, which will send you flying in the direction that you're facing on the D-pad. You can use it up, you can use it down, you can use it left, you can use it right, you can use it wherever, and honestly Hypersonic breaks the game even more so than Supersonic does. You can even use this Hyper Dash, I don't actually know if that's the name of the ability, I just like calling it Hyper Dash, to break through walls and stuff. You can actually break the game using it. It's like this upcoming section by here, or is it by here? No, it's not by here, I'm thinking about the next act. Well, it's an upcoming section in the next act where you can literally break the game by using Hypersonic, and I can't remember if it was this playthrough where I managed to succeed in doing that, or if it was a different playthrough. Either way, shit is hype. That's all I can say. Of course, needless to say, spikes do no damage to you, but if you get crushed, well, you're still going to die. Crushing is a bit of a crushing blow to Hypersonic. And honestly, if you get killed in this form, needless to say, you'll have a crushing defeat. Oh, God. Anyway, it's time for boss fight to the Act 1. Now, this boss fight by here, meet the Rock Golem. I don't know what his actual name is, I'm just calling him Rock Golem. And basically, you can't hurt him by simply attacking him. One does not simply attack the Rock Golem. What you need to do is wait for him to come up, and his face will appear eventually, and that's a weak point for him. Now, he's going to start jumping across the screen towards you where you are. And basically, how do you defeat him? Well, just wait. I'm not joking as well. This is how you're meant to defeat him. You're meant to wait here. And in time, he will slowly judge his way across. He'll slowly make his way towards you. And when he does, well, when he gets close enough even, what am I saying? You'll be able to run directly underneath his feet when he jumps. And when you do that, well, he's going to turn around and face you. When he faces you, boop him in the head and he's going to explode. Delicious. Remember kids, if a rock person comes out of nowhere, that's no good. First, you lure him over to some sand. Then, you kick him in, I guess? Whoa. But anyway, with that's the Rock Golem done. That's Act 1 completed, so now it's time to move on to Act 2. Which is all dark and mysterious, because now we're inside that giant mystical pyramid that popped out of nowhere. And it's the stage. This is the longest stage in the game, and the reason why I'm not a fan of Sandopolis Zone overall. Despite the level design being so good, despite the music being absolutely amazing, the stage becomes an absolute torture at times. But of course, the game is nice enough to give you electric shields, and one of the unique features about this stage in particular are these switches. Now, you've got pushable switches that you'll see throughout the entire level. Whenever you see one of these, obviously push into them, and it'll open up a doorway somewhere later on in the castle, in the pyramid, that allows you to progress further. And that capsule is hiding ghosts. How Eggman managed to collect ghosts and hide them in a capsule, absolutely beyond me. Maybe he hired Luigi for a day or so. Luigi! No way! I can't believe this! There's ghosts here! Capture them!
Oh, mamma mia, why does Luigi have to do all this? Oh, Mario!
But, where was I going? But yeah, basically, now that we've freed all these ghosts from that capsule, we're going to make use of the switches that we're going to be seeing throughout this entire chamber. And what you want to do by here is actually jump on this specific slide. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in an endless loop. But yeah, what we're going to do now is find these switches that'll keep the lights on throughout the entire pyramid. I keep calling it castle. Grr. And it'll turn the lights on. If the lights get too dark, the ghosts will start appearing, like right here. If the lights get darker and darker, the ghosts become bigger and more menacing. Now, for the most part, they won't hurt you at all. They just sort of float above the top of the screen and they'll just sort of meander around. But... oh, if it becomes too dark, they'll start swarming you. And trust me, when they start swarming you, I don't know why I did such a long pause then. Basically, when it starts swarming you, it's no good because, well, it's a nightmare to deal with. Fortunately, if you're good enough, you'll be able to, you'll have your hyper form or super form at this point in time. And if you do, you can basically transform and make these guys completely irrelevant to you. But yeah, that's beside the point. Also, whenever you're in those sand things that move horizontally, if you hold down the left or right button on your D-pad, you'll actually be able to move a bit quicker or slower. You'll be able to affect how fast you go. So yeah. Anyway, up by here, this is not the section I'm thinking of. Never mind. I always forget about the sections. A lot of this zone looks the same, so I keep thinking later segments come in at an earlier point in time. It's a bit annoying, really. But yeah, you do get a nice bit of speed every now and then in this zone, so it isn't all slow and boring puzzle games. Which is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, like I said, be careful of all the spikes. This is really just a trap-filled zone. This is the part of the stage I was thinking about. So, see that sand thing? Break it, and sand will slowly start coming up from the bottom of the ground. And you actually need to use this to progress further. If you transform into Hypersonic, you can glitch and cheese through this entire section, and the section will literally glitch out, so you're actually digging through the sand. I don't recommend doing that, because it means it's pretty much impossible to see where you're going, and you're likely to die, because you might get crushed as well in the process. So, yeah, being Hypersonic in this section, if you don't know what you're doing, will be a bad idea. A very bad idea. I don't know if that glitch is PAL exclusive, like the European only get it, because I've never seen anyone else pull off that glitch except for me, and it's still only on rare occasions I manage to pull it off, but when I do, it's such a frustrating experience trying to get through here. Ugh. Of course we do get that triumphant 1-up music, so that's always good. I have to say, I think like the Sonic 3 has like the best, Sonic 3 and Knuckles has the best the best 1-up music in the entire franchise. It just sounds so triumphant and makes you feel like, yes, I got an extra life. You don't need an extra life, but I got it anyway, and it makes me feel so happy inside. Seriously, extra lives, they really an outdated concept now I think about it. The only reason I like extra lives being in games these days is just to hear the actual 1-up jingle or something. One of the relics of days of old. Even though modern day games still use lives like Mario. Even though the lives in Mario are even more useless than they are in this game. For Sonic, which I'll get into when I tackle a modern Mario game, shall we? But yeah, I had to go hyper there, otherwise I would have died. But hey, on the bright side, at least I can cheese the rest of this level and get through as quick as possible. Seriously, Hypersonic is so fun. You just say, screw you, level design, and just blast through as quick as possible. And if you saw those grey walls, well, not grey, like a bluey sort of colour wall, you can't break through it. You need Knuckles to break through it. if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's because it was on second for like half. It was on screen for half a second, so there we go. You're gonna see it in the Knuckles playthrough because they are Knuckles only pathways that only Knuckles can get through. Not even Hypersonic can break through those walls. Goes to show how strong Knuckles is. Because unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle. He would rather flex his muscles. And he is hard as hell. And he does like to sometimes beat them down whether they're solid or frail. Anyway, if you're quick enough, you can get into this room by here. That'll give you a special bonus secret ring. So there's that. And jump all the way down here. It's time to take on Eggman in the boss fight. Now, you know I'm completely breaking this boss by here. What he basically does, he steps out and he shoots laser beams at you periodically and you just have to jump on him. It's honestly easy boss fight and I don't see anyone ever having trouble with it, so there we go. With that, folks, that is Sandopolis Zone over and done with, thank God. 5 minutes. I think that was actually one of my quicker runs through the level, I'm not gonna lie. But now it's time to get on to one of my favourite songs and zones in the game. Oh yes, Lava Reef Zone. I love this stage so much. This is quite possible. This is tied for one of my favourite songs in the entire Sonic franchise. I love Lava Reef Zone. I love the stage. I love the theme song. I just love the stage overall. It's amazing. And as you can guess, it's filled with lava. We're inside the mountain, the deep craters of Angel Island Zone, which we actually get to revisit again if you think about it in Sonic Adventure as well, because obviously we go to Angel Island in that game and we go to Ice Cap for one thing, although this place isn't called Lava Reef in Sonic 3, it's called Red Mountain. I don't know if it's meant to be the same place. My fan theories make me think it is, because why else would there be more than one volcano on a mountain? I don't know. But anyway, what I recommend getting in this zone is the fire shield, because obviously there's a lot of flame-based traps you can pick up, get hit by. There's giant lava pools that swarm down from the ceiling, loads of lava on the floor, and overall, there's just loads of things that can hurt you. But of course, I do love this stage so good. Like I said, even though the Sonic 3 portion of the game, I was kind of half and half about, the Sonic 3 and the Sonic and Knuckles portion of the game, I just rank up there as like one of the best things ever. Of course, there's a nice hidden one-up you can get as well if you decide to cross the gap. You decide to pull a Mario and do a long jump. Woohoo! Let's go! Mamma mia! Look at all this fire on the floor. Oh no! I don't know why I'm doing the Mario voice. But if you pop around back here, this is actually one of the few, like, what am I saying? This is like the last zone that you can pick up these special rings. So go up to these areas, pick up the special rings whenever you can if you're low on Chaos Emeralds, because this, folks, is actually your last chance to get the Chaos Emeralds. So this is the last chance to get all 7 of them, because the next zone after this and the zone after, well, there's no special rings, folks. None whatsoever. Because the next zone is literally a one-part cutscene, I guess. And, the zone after that is like another glorified cutscene. And then the zone after that is just, well, it's the final zone, and they never give you like opportunities that often to get Chaos Emeralds in final zones. Well, I guess they do in Sonic 2, because I don't really consider Death Egg to be a final zone in and of itself, because it's literally just two bosses. That's beside the point. Anyway, if you have the Lightning Shield, very useful in this stage, because this stage has lots of areas where you can get tons, and I mean tons of rings. So just pick up the rings and just get moving. Whoa! I don't know why, that one sequence where you're going down that, like, half tube always impressed me. Now be careful by here, because as you can see, it's very easy to be clipped by that metal ball, and slow down when you reach the edge of this by here, because, well, the metal ball is just gonna fly straight past and go across there. Now if you hold down the A button and bouncing on this one up, you can actually bounce all the way back up to the place where you're getting chased by the spiky ball. Me, I failed to do that, so I have to retrack where I've been. Fun times. Fun times indeed. But honestly, it's not that far away to get back to where you were. It just basically failing to get through that section properly will just lead you back to where you got the first 2 special rings that I showed off. So honestly, like 30 seconds at most of travel. If you're doing a speed run, that basically means instant fail, but trying to get that extra life will mean instant fail if you're trying to do a speed run, really, if you think about it. So, Anyway, watch out for the walls as well, because if you can't tell, walls have a lot of things. What's the word? Clicking my fingers. Turrets. There we go. Flame turrets. They'll shoot turrets at you. What can I say? The difficulty of the game is heating up. It's pretty difficult. Anyway, hot putting it onwards. Just like I said, do the same thing as last time, except don't go down that gap if you fall down there the first time, and just continue moving onwards with the stage. Now, whenever you have a type of shield, like the electric shield, water shield, etc., etc., certain bandits that can explode or shoot tiny pellets at you. The pellets will just sort of harmlessly bounce off the shields, which I think is quite interesting, because that's like a trait they never brought back with the elemental shields. Granted, the only elemental shield they really brought back after this game was the fire shield for Sonic 3D and the electric shield in a number of games, so they don't really bring back the elemental shields all that much up until, like, I think the 3DS version of Sonic Lost Worlds. Which honestly, I'll get into my thoughts on the 3DS version of Sonic Lost World, because I have a bone to pick with that game when I say when I get to again LPing it, but I need an actual capture card for 3DS to do that, and I don't think I'm getting one of those anytime soon. But when I do get one, I'll be LPing that game at one point. And oh, I got a bone to pick with it. Of course, this zone can go on for quite some time if you don't know what you're doing, but there we go, we're at the boss fight of this level. Yay, Act 1. Now this boss fight here, very easy. What you want to do is basically jump up and shoot the instant shield to take down these giant swirly turrets. I don't know what they are, I'm gonna call them swirly turrets. Then after a while, this giant hand will pop up. When the hand stops moving, that's your cue to jump on it and hurt it. Again, take out the giant turret whenever it pops up, which will then leave the hands to pop out every time it goes away. So basically, the hand will come up and down constantly, which will give you a chance, opportunity to boop it twice more, and just rinse and repeat until it goes down. Easy mini boss. Can be quite difficult at times to tell when it's stopped moving. You need to pay close attention, because otherwise, bye-bye rings. Oh no, not my rings! I love those things! As Sonic Boom would tell you, considering that's all they ever say in Sonic Boom. Shit, Rise a lyric. Oh, look at those rings! Oh my god, the rings! Bounce pad! Ugh, god. Ugh, I shudder to think about that LP when I do it. Again, way in the future, because I'm planning on doing these pretty much mostly in order. Excluding the Master System games, they're kind of being done in order, but I'm not so fussed on doing them ones, because I don't know, I just don't feel like doing the Master System games that much. I am going to tackle them though as soon as I can, it's just a matter of when I can, because my Master System is acting up quite a bit recently, and I don't know why. It's making me quite worried. But anyway, this Act 2 looks absolutely nothing like Lava Reef Zone, does it? In fact, I don't understand why they call this Lava Reef Zone. Well, I know why they call it Lava Reef Zone, because it's part 2 of Lava Reef Zone. But it looks a bit closer to a different zone we're going to be seeing later on in the playthrough, and sounds exactly like a later zone we're going to be seeing in the playthrough, so there's that. But yeah, I like this place. It's so tranquil, the music's really relaxing. It's quite a nice change of pace considering how close we are getting to the end of the game, folks, because the next part is actually the final part of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Believe it or not. Yeah, I know, right? Amazing. Well, I say it's the final part, but technically it's not the final part of the LP. It's just final part of Sonic's story. Because I'm going to be LPing Knuckles' storyline of the game as well, which is largely the same sort of thing, but it's different enough for me to warrant a new playthrough, and I figured, screw it, I'm going to show off the Knuckles exclusive areas, I might as well. So yeah, with that, that's that. Now watch out for this little platform sequence by here, those spike balls, well, as you expect from the old ball and chain, they're gonna weigh you down and they're gonna hurt. Oh boy, they're gonna hurt your ring count so much. So loud? Well, why was I saying so loud? Anyway, if you can get a hold of a fire shield, it is really recommended because you get a lot of fire spurts, and despite the fact there's not so much fire in this world, there's a lot, as in the first act. Well, there's fire everywhere in the first act, but there's not so much danger getting hurt by flames in the first act. In this act, you're very likely to get clipped by like one of these flamethrowers that just sort of pass by you, and honestly, it's a bit of a nightmare to deal with. Of course, you also have these conveyor thingies. Grab onto the conveyor thingies, jump at the right time, and you can be sent flying upwards. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice change of pace. I really do like this zone. Just very relaxing, very tranquil. Also, by here, don't worry about getting crushed by these blocks. I don't think it's really possible to get crushed unless you jump at the last second below, which honestly, I don't recommend. So anyway, let's just continue moving onwards with this level anyways, shall we? We are pretty much coming up to the final stretch of the zone itself. Oh my god, the view is glorious! Makes me feel tingly inside. Oh, delicious! Oh. Sorry, having a minor nerdgasm over the beauty of this level. Seriously, that stage is just... oh, I can't get over how amazing this game looks, and is. Seriously, considering this came out back in 1994, I think Sonic & Knuckles came out in 94, the music, oh my god, not even the music, just everything still holds up extremely well. It's quite surprising, actually. Kind of makes you wonder why Sega doesn't go back to this type of gameplay style. I guess they kind of tried with Sonic 4, but they didn't really try to go with this gameplay style. That was something completely different under the name of Sonic the Hedgehog. Although Sonic 4 is still a fine game, I feel. It's just... compared to Sonic 3 and Sonic 2 and Sonic 1, it was kind of not as good. Let's just say. It's still enjoyable. Anyway, I accidentally transformed by here, because now we actually just have to climb all the way up the top and meet Knuckles here, who's going to push a boulder. Hypersonic, strongest being in the entire video game, gets defeated by a boulder. Knuckles, you are a mastermind. How did you know that the boulders were Hypersonic's one weakness? You, sir, are a genius. But anyway, this is considered on the actual level select screen, Act 3 of Hidden Powers. Not Hidden Powers. Damn it, I spoiled the next zone name. Not that most people know anyway the name of it, but this is what the game itself considers to be Act 3 of Lava Reef Zone, and what it basically is, it's an auto-run chase sequence in a Sonic game. Christ, the last time I seen something like this was in Sonic 1 on the Master System. Of course, I do love the death egg in the background. It just gives you this foreboding feel of, yes! Ooh, I'm gonna make it! Gonna wreck it! But, yeah. By here, what you're going to want to do is actually jump off these platforms, collect some rings, and get some shields. And if you go to the right platform, on the left-hand side-ish, there it is, you're actually going to be able to get hold of a fire shield, which is really recommended for this coming boss fight. So what you're going to want to do now is just jump on one of these platforms and wait for it to go all the way down. I'll move to the left a bit, so there we go. And basically wait for good old Eggman to pop up in quite possibly his most powerful creation to date. I'm not joking. This egg submarine thing here, you can't hurt it in any way. It's impossible to hurt it. Hypersonic can't hurt it, Supersonic can't hurt it, your fire shield can't damn well hurt it. The only way to hurt this machine is by using the bombs that Eggman throws at you on himself. This guy has an IQ of what? Jesus Christ, how can such a smart guy be so stupid? He's shooting the bombs and hitting himself with his own bombs. No way! How did he know my one weakness? Bombs! Ugh. Either way, just keep jumping on the platforms, try not to jump in the lava, and just basically jump over all the bombs he shoots out, and he's gonna go down without a fight. Seriously, this is all there is to the boss fight. The boss fight is boring as hell. It's an interesting challenge when you're playing, but for commenting and watching, it's kind of Ugh. But yeah, the best strategy I feel is literally just get a fire shield and not care about anything. Although if you don't have the fire shield at this point, because it is possible to come down here without the fire shield, you're going to want to jump on the platforms and use the platforms as platforms, as opposed to using platforms as stairs. Well, actually, technically you are using the platforms as stairs, but basically jump on the platforms until he kills himself with enough bombs, like right now. Phew! I can't believe he fell for that. What an idiot. Hey, it's another capsule. Let's hit it. Wow! And with that, we got through Act 2 of Lava Respawn. And now it's time to move on to the next zone of the game, where I'm going to see you guys in the final part. So with that, folks, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. And I will catch you all next time when we reach Hidden Path Zone. Thanks for watching. See you after. Bye!